It's Sunday night. I just thought, what more reason to jump on and have a quick smoke sesh? Like I say, I got a little bit from a buddy of mine, so I've been a little low on concentrates, to be honest with you, and so I got a little bit to hold me over until my shipment hits tomorrow. So I'm gonna do a couple dabs with you guys. I've been putting the Yocan Black Max 2 um, through the paces. I've been using it for 5, 6, 7 times a day, roughly. Of course, cleaning it after each session, but I'm usually burning a 40 to 50, maybe even 60 seconds. I've gone a little bit longer now. I'm going like a 60-second sesh now. And so I'm just really enjoying the device. I think that if you pick yourself up one, you're gonna enjoy it as well. It's definitely worth the money. I know spending over $100 on a device is kind of tough to do sometimes, but you will not be disappointed. $165 price point is practically stealing a $200 device. I mean, the thing is really smart, very very smart, and I'm just pretty impressed with how well it's been holding down for me, and it pumps out. It's a hitter too, so I can really pull on it pretty hard. That's probably some of the pros, right? I would say some of the pros for me personally is that I can hit it pretty hard without having to worry about making a mess or messing something up or getting water in my mouth. It's important to get the water level right. I have to say I like a little extra water in there, but if you got the water level right, you can really rip this thing. And it's not like the sip. I think the sip's definition, meaning that you can simply just sip on it. It's not as it doesn't allow as much air in with the carb cap as this device does. um the the carb cap on the top that you can see through, and you can see your terp pearl spinning, which is really fun for me as well. The harder you hit it, the faster the terp pearl will spin, obviously, but it allows that perfect amount of air through here. Also, just because the carb cap is like more of a protected grommet and a carb cap built in one, this silicone protects that cloud to atomizer there. So it's protecting that as well. When you take this atomizer out, there's also a silicone dish that's in there as well. And you'll notice if you rip it really hard, it can throw some of the wax out, it can throw some of the reclaim out a little bit. Because remember, none of it goes down and in anything because there's no air hole at the bottom. Everything has to come up and through. In this particular situation, it comes up and through and comes through these two little holes, which you'll see if you take the atomizer out and you take that little rubber grommet out, then you'll see it has a little pass through and allows the air to go through right to your percolator or to your glass piece here, which is actually a very thick piece of glass. It's not a cheap, flimsy. It's a very thick piece of glass, very protectant. But this is my favorite part here. I think this is a game changer for Yocan Black in general. I think that's why I like this so much, is it works perfectly. Just slides down on there like that. The carb cap flips off, flips back on. So you're not going to lose it as well. That's another feature that I really like, is that it has that attached carb cap. You know, um, a really great feature as well is the the design, right? It fits in my hand so well. I mean, I can't describe how well and how natural it feels in my hand. Now, the one thing that I do like about, but I think that it could be better, right? I don't know if this is a pro or a con, but the percolator, I feel like after all of this, you have a lot of glass here, and this just pops right out. You can just tilt it at a certain angle, and the glass piece just pops right out like that. And it's got a nice little piece on the bottom here that allows it to snap into that piece of silicone there. But if you look close enough, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. If you look close enough, you can see there's two holes right there. And those are the only two holes that allow the water to percolate. So, or the air to percolate. So, obviously, the air comes in through here, comes up, goes through this little tube right here on the very top, and then goes and stays inside this dome and then passes through those two little holes, if you will, the two percolator holes, and then it comes up here and then the smoke goes in your mouth, of course, right? So that's how that works. And I think the con, okay, the pro is that it's very thick, very protected, it's well designed, okay, but I feel that they could have done more holes. I feel like they could have done, and maybe there's a science behind that. Maybe there's a reason why there isn't more than the two holes. I don't know that. If anybody has any suggestions there, or if anybody has any input there, why this would only have two holes for the percolator versus any more than that, like for, and why holes? Why circular holes? Why not slots? I've seen slots on other devices for a percolator. I also have a just a simple little piece that has slots as well instead of regular circle holes. So I guess it's just maybe design. I don't know if it's if it changes the way that it percolates or the way that it bubs, but I can say that it is the perfect size and the perfect draw. So maybe if there was a few more holes, it wouldn't draw as nice or it wouldn't pull as nice. But I don't know that for a fact. But I just know that I was looking at those two small holes and I thought, hmm, I wonder if they had more holes, if it would be better, right? So I don't know if that's a pro or a con. That's more of a question, right? So if you guys have any questions for me about anything that I've tried to go over with you on this device, feel free to give me a comment. Also, if you like this video or like any of the pros or cons on the device, give it a like as well. And again, if you like any of the information that I'm giving on any of these devices, I plan on getting more companies to review and to go over the products with you guys. So if you like anything like that, then feel free to give me a quick subscribe, on my YouTube channel. That's mainly where I'm going to be doing most of my videos on. So I'm going to be working on a unboxing on the Yocan sip, the all white sip. So I do have a video coming up for that as well. So pretty excited about that. But again, I can't put the jaws down. It's very rare that I use a regular dab tool, because this thing just works perfect, especially when you have a Cloud 2 chamber. It doesn't matter what device you're using, whether it's the SIP or the Celestial 2. It doesn't matter which device you're using. If you have an E-Rig or a Cloud 2 chamber and you need to precisely drop a dab in it, it's nothing's better than this, right? I've used a dab tool on the Cloud 2, and the Cloud 2 has a little lip on the inside, and you naturally want to take your dab tool and reach in there and smack it up against the side. But I just don't know that packing the wax up in the side is a great idea. I don't know if it's going to help the longevity of the atomizer, but uh, that's I think maybe a pro, uh, using the jaws so you can precisely just drop your dab in there. Um, I think I already loaded this, but shout out to my buddy hooking me up with some. I believe it's the brand or the company that makes the concentrates is Whole Melts, and this is like some wax, more or less. It reminds me of just some cheap wax that you can just get. Um, but it does the trick. It does the trick. I've done a few dabs of it, and it's a good clean concentrate. Um, that it is a good clean concentrate. It's more of a sandy, like a soft sandy type of concentrate. I don't know how else to explain it, more than like a wet sand. Um, but it's got some good flavor, good smell. Uh, I probably should have got 2 grams from them, to be honest. I should have, but you know, um, when you're waiting on an OZ, there's really no sense in me getting multiple G's when I know that I have 28 grams on the way. But whatever. Anyways, so let's see. I think I had a couple different. I thought I had a couple different angles that I could do, but let me see. Okay, so yeah, so I could do it like that. I could do a dab like this, a little bit closer, right? Uh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. That view kind of sucks, to be honest. This would be better. It's just better this way. I got my phone on a nice little pedestal thing here, or whatever you call it, tripod. Anyway, so I got it set at 40-second sesh time. Actually, let's go a little longer than that. Oops. Let's go one click. Let's go 60. Let's go 69. Yeah, 69. And then yeah, I gotta get my face out of there. All right, so 69, and then we'll do 69, and we'll do what? 495. All right. I like 495. Let's just do 500 just for a nice good white smoke dab. But let's see here. So at 500, going for 60 seconds. All right. Cheers, everybody. Let's go ahead and rip this thing. Go ahead and get a little closer here. Rip it like this. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. So double click, and then RGB ring starts going, and also it says wait, and it counts you down while it's heating. I can see you got a little smoke coming from there already. See a little smoke coming. What I like to do is I like to put my finger on it a little bit, kind of keep it capped, and then rip it a little bit while it's got it capped. Oh, all right. Ooh, good dab. Ooh, that was a good dab. Ooh, that was a good dab. Excuse me. The Cloud 2 chamber is probably one of the easiest chambers that I have ever come across to have to clean. I'm usually done in one Q-tip. If I do a normal size dab, one Q-tip will do the trick. It'll clean the terp pearl. It'll clean inside the chamber. It'll clean all around the edges if you need to. Sometimes I take this off. Guess I should be doing it here. Sometimes I take this off and I'll clean the atomizer itself, clean around it. Sometimes I've noticed as I've been using it, and that's why I love this little grommet piece here, is I noticed that when you're dabbing and you hit it really hard, you know, you're trying to suck the bottom off the foot, and you're hitting it really, really hard, it'll splash concentrates everywhere. And it'll get on the top of your carb cap here on the little glass window. And it'll splash up here. And when it splashes, you have a little gap on the top. And when it splashes, it'll splash and run down these little grooves. You see how this grommet here has like grooves in it? So I'll look and you'll see a bunch of wax in the groove. Because what'll happen is when you hit it really hard, it'll splash up and then it'll have nowhere to go. So it'll run along the side of the atomizer and along the side of this, along the grooves. And then once it does that, this is too hot to show you right now. But if you take the atomizer, unscrew it, and take it out, inside there is a little grommet rubber dish. And so all your wax runs, all your reclaim that splashes up will run down these grooves and into that dish. And actually, if you look, this is the top of it, that little rubber piece there, the little silicone piece, that's part of it. You can actually take it out and dunk it in isopropyl if you need to. I just do a dipped Q-tip, and I'll rub around the atomizer, and I'll rub inside the grooves, and then I'll clean the carb cap. And that's that's pretty much good maintenance, more or less, on the device, on the Yocan Black Phaser Max 2. That's the official name, and it's very customizable as well. And I think that that is probably the one thing that I love most about it, is that I can, if I want to change it up, if I get some live rosin and I want to dab at like 440 or 450, I can. If I get some diamonds and they're like raw diamonds and I want to dab them at like 600 degrees, I can do that. Right. So if I get some really bunk shatter or something and I just want to burn it up, you can do that. So that's the beauty with this, and then it can handle it as well. I've done about 5 or 6 dabs back to back, and this part right here, this little bottom part right here by the trigger, gets a little hot. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't get dangerously hot, but it does get hot. I think they should put a sticker underneath it that says be careful, excuse me, be careful hot or something along those lines. But other than that, the battery life is you know, I think it has, don't quote me on this because I'm not looking at the box yet. but I think it had like a 1900 or 2100 mAh battery. Yeah, 2100 mAh, whatever that is, right? You battery people, please help me out there. But I can tell you that from using it, I can take it to work with me. For example, I could take it to work with me, bring the jaws, bring a little puck with me, bring half a gram, something like that, and I can dab through that half a gram at work. Maybe between 4 or 5 I get to work, I'll do one, right? Talk to customer, work a deal, whatever. Something doesn't happen, right? Mess my head up or whatever, or I get on the phone, take a bad phone call or whatever. And 11 o'clock comes around right before lunch. Maybe I want to go out and take a quick rip, right? Do a dab, 11, eat some food, right? Eat some lunch, have some water, whatever. And then maybe after that, if I'm feeling a little sluggish, I'll rip another one, right? Rip another one, get my mind right, and then work. And then after that, maybe if I'm there until 7, 8, 9 o'clock, maybe I'll have another 4 or 5, maybe a 6 o'clock ripper to give me a little extra oomph for the rest of the day, something along those lines, right? So I've put it through that, and in the beginning, and I've done that multiple times as well. And in the beginning, I would turn it off after every sesh, and I noticed that it didn't matter, right? It didn't matter if I turned it off and left it off, or if I left it running, because it has some sort of shut off to where it knows that I don't need it to be running, right? So that in a sense is very nice. It's got that auto shut off as well. So there are a couple features that I noticed when I was in the menu. If you triple click 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then you'll see that you come to a menu. It's kind of hard for me to do it backwards here, guys, but I'll try my best. So, oh, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I just started a session, so it started heating up. All right, so so let's see here. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yocan Black. All right, and then 1, 2, 3. There's the menu there. And I think you can go through the menu like this. I think the middle one turns the lights on. This is the one I was unsure of. It says battery life 100%. But then if you click on it, it will say a few things. And I don't know what it means. So I don't know what all of this stuff is. I know what the battery, 100% battery life, I get that part, but I still don't know what that menu is. So I'm going to do a little more research, find out what that's about. But again, I really love the fact that one click, you can check the sesh time. I set it to 69 seconds, and then you can click it again or press the plus button and change your degrees. I love that. I think that's the best part about this device, is that you can customize exactly what type of dab that you want, whenever you need to change it up. Like you say, if you get some live rosin, you get this, you get that, and you want to change it up a bit, you can. That's the beauty of it. It's not a preset and hope that it's going to be a good temp for it or whatever. So that's my favorite part about the Max 2. The other great thing again is the how nice it feels in my hand. I'm not uncomfortable with holding it, right? So I don't mind that it's not discreet in any way and it looks like a dab device. I don't mind that at all, because that's what I like. I think the sip is perfect for being inconspicuous. That would be a perfect hotel trip. Um, fly out of town type of thing, or and take that with you, because you can clean it very simply. I can I can I can say though that once you use it for a while, then the silicone will get a smell. And I've tried to charge mine inside the dealership one time before, and it made the whole office stink so bad I had to get it out of there. So, uh, actually, it's kind of a crazy story, but I won't get into that. But again, those are some of the pros and cons. Again, I'm putting it through the paces for you guys as well to make sure that it's going to be a good, reliable device. Again, I know the SIP is a pretty good and pretty reliable device. It can be a little frugal sometimes, in my opinion, and I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but it can be a little bit of a bitch. I've had a little bit of trouble with it personally, but I've heard a lot of folks not having problems with it whatsoever. So I think maybe it could have just been a fluke, but I'm going to look into that as well. Look out for another video. I will make another video for the Yocan, the Yocan SIP. I'm going to do it for the white. Um, so I'm excited about that. And I'm going to try to do some more live things as well. See if I can try to do some more interacting with some of you folks, and I really need to work on getting some more subscribers, some more folks like you and me that enjoy watching someone enjoy a device or a dab or whatever the case may be. But let's do another rips. Do another rips ski. Um, got another day of work tomorrow. I've been pretty tired lately. I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of a little on the tired side. Wish I could say I've been pumped up and killing it, and I wish I could say that, but it wouldn't. It would be a lie. But I think that we all have it in us. We all have it in us. We can make it happen. We can do it. And I always tell myself that then I can make it happen. I just have to, be determined, put my mind to it, and I can make it happen. I just got to do it. Let's do this dab. All right. I'm trying to drop this in here with the dab tool here so you guys can see. Get my finger on the button first. All right, here we go. All right. So that's that. Perfect. See if you can see that. It's a good size dab. It's all right. It's a good one. I'll tell you what, though. Tomorrow, I'll be doing some big ass dabs. Tomorrow, I'll be doing some big ass dabs. Right now, I'm just, trying to enjoy the device. Like I said, it's been 2 days since I cleaned the glass. The glass gets it stays pretty clean, but the inner globe gets pretty gunky, pretty foggy pretty quickly. But other than that, it stays pretty clean. It's pretty easy to clean as well. It's kind of just a fill and shaky, really. There's really no way to get in anywhere else. And like I said before, it's a pretty thick piece of glass. It's not a little thing here. It's stout, and it's perfect for my wife as well. She really enjoys it because it's just so simple. I still have to, load it for her, and but I'll let her double click it herself, right? But I'll set the settings and everything, get everything ready for her, drop the dab in there for her, put the lid on it, and then just hand it to her, and then she can just double click rip. And with the haptic, that's the other thing that I love is that the other devices that I've used, it doesn't have that to let you know like it's time, right? This also has that where it tells you to wait, right? Don't rip it yet. Don't rip it yet. It's not at the temperature you wanted. Don't rip it yet. Don't rip it yet. Then it says, okay, go. And it doesn't start your time until it tells you it's time. And it will vibrate to let you know that as well. So that's another feature that I really like about the device. Again, I can't say enough about it. I know that I don't have a ton of things to compare it to as of yet. That's my journey. That's my goal, right? Is to compare it to other devices and find out what they compare to. But after seeing the feedback on some of these devices on the new Yocan Black lineup, I can see them right up there with some of these top devices, some of these top companies. So I'm really excited to grow with Yocan Black, and I can't thank them enough for giving me the opportunity to review these products. And I think I really personally, I think I found the one that works for me. Um, every device is going to work different for everyone, and this I'm able to rip it as hard as I'd like. I like to be able to draw it fairly hard and just let everything go right down. That's just how I like to dab. I do it when I and I like to clear what I'm doing as well. It's just been something I've always smoked that way. So I want to be able to clear it all the way out and then jump back right into it. So but without further ado, let's go ahead and double click and rip this bad boy. So I'm going to go ahead and double click now. And then the RGB little ring starts going there. It says wait, and then it starts your countdown. I want to say it's a 30-second countdown. Count up. It counts up. So I'm at 19 seconds. Already got some smoke popping out the top. I'm at 23 seconds, heating, 26, 28, and there we go. It says hit, and I got the vibrate. So let's go. Cheers, everybody. All right. Yeah, buddy. That was a dab and a half. Ugh. Still tickle in my throat. Oh. 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 Hurts. All right. Oh man. mm, what a dab that was. Whew. I tried to go hard. I tried to go hard. It's not working out for me right now. I tried to go hard. Just trying to go hard for you guys. mm. Whew. Now I'm paying the price. But yeah, no, the Phaser Max 2 is killing it. Really is. I can't say enough about it. I really can't. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. It's definitely a step up from the sip. Um Hands down. Like for sure. Definitely, I mean, the sip is a great device. I love the fact that you can put it in different things, but this is a handheld powerhouse. It really is. It's a handheld powerhouse. This thing is, whew, you know. I turned the tempo. I forgot, and I turned up the session time. So I was going 500. Yeah, I was going 500 at like 69 seconds. so so whew, it's a hearty dab. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm recovered. Mm. Dab count is at 2 now. And it probably is going to end there because really I don't have enough wax to just sit here and dab it all right now. But tomorrow, on Monday, I'm off on Tuesday. So I'll be ripping this bad boy. I'm thinking maybe I can rip this and then rip the sip. Rip this and rip the sip. Excuse me. I'm going to try to see if I can do that. That sounds like fun. So I'll double fist in it with the sip and the max too. I think that sounds like fun. It sounds like a challenge, actually. So maybe I could do something like that. um, also, I do need to get a new tip for the phaser arc that I have because sometimes this is fun. I'm not gonna lie, this is fun. I love the cone. I love the glass. This is fun as well. I love the phaser. Um, so personally, I feel like that's where it all started. The phaser arc. The only gripe I have is it is very unbalanced. It's a little more balanced with some water in it, but it's very. It wants to fall this way. It wants to fall over like this. It just wants to. It's kind of narrow at the bottom. It's got a little slip grip, and it tries to keep it there, but it's just very top heavy. But they improved that with the Max 2, I think, by 40-50%. It's 10, well, maybe even more than that. Maybe 60-70%, but it's a ton better. It's not top heavy. It's very level with the weight, the way it has it. The cone is in the back side here. The atomizer's in the front. It's proportioned perfectly. It's easy to dab just like this as well. Like, tabletop it, and just rip it like that, like it'd be easy to just rip it like that as well. I don't think it. I think it would work really. It works really well like that. Actually, I've done it a few times. I think preventing yourself from tipping it all the way back is, something you should try to be careful with. You don't want excuse me, you don't want all that wax and reclaim and shit dripping, especially if you got a big fat dab in there, dripping all down everywhere and getting all over the place. You want it to be as flat as possible, so the turp roll's spinning and it's only just throwing it up on the sides, not all on the top and all on the backside and spilling out everywhere. So, but so just be careful with that. Try not to tilt it too much when you're hitting it. Is all I'm saying. But no, other than that, like I say, I'm really really enjoying it. I can't. The only thing I'm excuse me curious about was that menu. Um, put that there for now. No, let's put it back here. How about that? I love the packaging. I mean, look at that. You can't see, but it's like a nice raised letter that says with the Yocan Black emblem there. And then it came in just like this, in this foam insert. And then you had the piece there and the glass there, dink, there and the piece there. In here. I had dropped the box the other day, and I was wondering where it was. But that goes in there. That has your atomizer, your cable, and that's it. I wish they came with bricks. Um, and I think I mean that like to all the companies, phone companies, any company that sends you a USB cable should send you a plug. Uh, if it's C to C, then C plug, and if whatever, I think everyone should. That's just my own little crappy diddy. I really just need to buy some. A cheap bastard. But that's really the boxing, the packaging, more or less. I think I had the instructions here. I didn't see a sticker in here. Just go around. I don't know if I missed that or if I took it out or what. Ooh, it says Yocan Black kind of raised. Anyways. Came with a dab tool as well. Oh, and the 12 terp pearls. That's right. That's right. That is right. So let's see. Micro innovation. Universal fit. So devices from 2023 and onward. So does that statement, and I'm asking Yocan, uh, so that means that every device after 2023 will be interchangeable? Like you could use the same atomizer more or less. Medical grade stainless steel, efficient use, 1 gram, 15 sessions, 45 draws, 360 heating, biggest clouds, pure flavor. Precision on every degree. It's a really nice little card it comes with.
Love the packaging on it. It's nice. Same with the Jaws. The Jaws is set up real nice too. Just a perfect little. I left the cable in there. It's the cable, and then Jaws goes right in there. Tink. Mm. I'm pretty tired, guys. I think I'm gonna jump off of here before I hit an hour. And thanks for watching. Thanks for jumping on. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you've seen it. And thanks. I appreciate you. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna jump on in the next couple days, but thanks for jumping on. Thanks for everything. Love you very much. Appreciate you.